talk session tonight, and tonight we are going to have another educator from different part of the world, and tonight our guest is Associate Professor Dr. Sayana Movsum. When she comes, we are going to start our live session with her, and there are lots of things to talk with her, so I'm just waiting for her to join and send me a request to join. Then we are going to start. Yes, Sayana, just send me a request, okay? I'm gonna. Yeah, I have accepted Sayana, but it's not related with us. It's about Instagram. Yes, I can see that. I have accepted it. Just a moment. Now accepted Sayana. Yes.
Eventually.
Yeah. Fine.
Finally. It has been. I can't hear you.
Just a moment.
Okay.
Now.
Right now, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Now it's okay, I think.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, great, Sayana. Finally, we made it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay then. So, but the thing is, there is a kind of a, I think, the bug on Instagram. So, for example, uh, our followers can see both of us on their screen, but right now I can only see myself, but you can see both of us. There's a problem. I still cannot fix it, but it's okay, not a problem. And I can see you on my computer screen. All right, so we will have the session like this. I hope it's not a problem for you.
For me, absolutely not.
Perfect then. Okay,
If it's
so
not a problem for
before,
you.
okay, wonderful. Before starting
So,
our live sessions, I would like to say thank you very much one more time for accepting my invitation to Teacher Talks and being my guest, Sayana. And yes, if you are ready, we can start.
I am fully ready. Yes, we can start. Go ahead. Thank you
All
very
right,
much. And I would like also,
wonderful.
firstly, to extend my gratitude for having me. It's actually, I feel a little bit awkward to tell the truth. I have always been teaching all over the world and practicing and giving lectures, trainings. And even I have had live TV, participated in TV programs. But
Oh,
right I don't
nice.
know, because of maybe due to this Instagram problem or something, I feel a little bit awkward, but I would like to extend my gratitude. Thank you for having me in this live section. I feel incredibly honored and privileged to be
Thank you very much. It's that's on our mind. Okay, and thank you. Well, I know about you, Sayana, but maybe our followers would like to know about you. So can you tell us about yourself, please, and a bit about your experiences too?
Yeah, okay, of course. First and foremost, as I mentioned, it's my first experience as a live session to have, and I have been teaching for more than 20 years as an English language teacher. Yes,
Wow.
yeah, but as an university instructor, I have been teaching for more than 17 years at Azerbaijan University of Languages. I have
Mm-hmm.
graduated for my postgraduate, undergraduate, and PhD program from Azerbaijan University of Languages, which is one of the most prestigious and unique
Uh-huh.
university in our country. But furthermore, I have had an experience and a great chance to participate and study and to live in different countries and to give lectures and to train, like such as Norway at Oslo University, or
Nice.
in different
Mm-hmm.
countries, starting from Norway to United States or different countries. So that is me. I'm Sayana. Yeah.
It's great. Thank you very much, Sayana. So let's move to
My
another
pleasure.
questioning. And what was or were your turning point or points in your own education?
So, to tell the truth, it was when I was at primary school,
Mm-hmm.
and my primary school teacher motivated and encouraged me with her enthusiasm and with how she was enthusiastic teacher, and she could handle all the prompting problems and everything in at primary school, and she motivated and encouraged me. And by the way, she was my grandma.
Oh,
She was my first
mm-hmm.
teacher, yes, at primary school, and I always forgot. I used to forget to name her with Granny. I always say, Granny, can I answer? And she said, no, at school I am teacher, but at home, of course, I'm always your Granny. So
Nice.
it was the turning point in my career.
I see.
Mhm.
Great. It's a great
Thank
turning
you.
point, I think. Thank you very much for sharing. And Sayana, I know that you have been teaching for a long time, and probably you have, to try different methodologies and techniques and strategies in your lessons, and probably you have a philosophy of teaching. So, what is it? What is your philosophy of teaching?
So, to tell the truth, my philosophy of teaching is that as language teachers are liable for keeping in mind that every single student is unique and priceless.
Uh-huh.
Whenever I start every academic year with a new class, I always ask this question: why are you unique for? And maybe
Hmm.
sometimes they may find it and they realize what is the real reason and core belief and core reason of this question that I am always asking from them. I by this way I want to boost their self-confidence and encourage, and to make, I always even make jokes that you need to pat on your shoulder because you can't imagine that how you are incredibly unique and priceless. Because I believe that as a person, as an identity, every person can um, if every person can understand and realize how unique we are, so it can boost us, and it can lead us to better
Mhm.
consequences and better career and better future.
I see. I see. Thank you. Thank you very much for this philosophy. Thank you for sharing with us. Sayana, and we are teachers and we are educators, and in our career or life, we have different times, and we have good stories, and we have bad stories, and we have, the failed stories or success stories. Can you tell us one or two maybe success stories of yours, if you have? Probably you have, and something inspirational.
So, actually, I wanted to talk about my PhD when
Sure.
I took an exam. When I took my, I can count my PhD exam as milestone success in my career, because I was able to finish it in due time, even earlier, because it was not so easy, and it's kind of rare in PhD studies in my hometown and maybe in all over the world, because it
Uh-huh.
was supposed I was supposed to finish it during 3 years, but I could finish it and defend my PhD thesis in 2 years.
That's kind of a story for your success story,
Yeah.
and I hope you will
Mhm.
complete it quickly. All right.
I have
So,
done my PhD. I have done
how
my
you have?
PhD. Yes, I have done my PhD in 2012.
Oh, so you that was your success
Yes,
story.
it was my success
Huh.
story.
Oh, okay. I got it. So I got it some wrong. Sorry about it. Anyways,
Yeah, it's okay.
okay. And so let me ask you another. Would you like to add anything else, or can I move to another question?
Actually, I can consider my another
Of
success story, not success
course, I would
story
love
like
to listen.
I can't count it as a success story maybe, but interesting, and I could enlighten it, I could learn, and my awareness, the level of my awareness increased after this occasion. And
Mm-hmm.
while I was living in Norway, I had a friend, and she came to me and she said that, Sayana, there is a one psycholinguist, linguist, very popular, one of the most significant and prominent scholars all over the world. He's right now Stephen Pinker. Maybe you have heard about him.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So he's the head of the department of psychology at Harvard.
Wow.
And so she said
Mm-hmm.
that, and she knew that I stated and referred to his research in my thesis, the dissertation,
Mm-hmm.
I mean PhD thesis. And she said that, he's going to give a lecture and training in Oslo, at Oslo University,
Cool.
but it has limited space, and I don't know, there are some questionnaire. So you, in order to be enrolled, you need to take some steps, and if you want, just have a try. And I just had a try, and I participated in his training, and I could meet with him, and I could have a conversation, and I participated in his trainings, and I can count it as my successful story as well. Steven Pinker, and I referred to his research, and I could see him live, and I could talk and had a conversation with him.
That's
Yeah,
great. I'm
yeah,
sure that it was a really great feeling for you to have that conversation with him.
yeah, sure.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so Sayana, um, for teaching, what are the most, the important qualities and skills a successful English language teachers should possess?
So, from my own perspective,
Sure.
not only teaching, not in only being as an English
Uh-huh.
teacher, but also in every job, we need to be patient.
Uh-huh.
Patience is an invaluable asset.
Mm-hmm.
Truth be told, if you are patient and if you love what you do, if you are passionate about what you do, so I think it's one of the most significant qualities and skills that every teacher should have, and that's what I think.
Mm-hmm. I see. Thank you very much, Sayana, for
My
sharing
pleasure.
it. So, and in your, I'm like in your teaching or in your career, like you have, the lots of training sessions and presentations and maybe webinars, okay, workshops, you have done it so far. So when you think about them, what was or were the most interesting situation or situations that you faced?
Uh, Okay, as far as I remember right now, and it was one of the tricky and hilarious, maybe an interesting situation that occurred. I was supposed to deliver a lecture in Romania, like at Pitești University. So
Nice.
and
Mm-hmm.
in my teaching agreement and in my beforehand, I have prepared my lesson plan for 15 students. And later on, I figure out when I entered the hall that it is the huge auditorium and 85 students are waiting for me
Wow.
instead of 15 students. But I had prepared all my lesson plan regarding taking into consideration like 15 students. I had my activities and different activities. Like I have planned my lesson plan
I
to
see.
for 15 students, and later on right on the spot I tried to swap it into 85 students, and I changed.
Wow.
It was yes, it was really interesting, and I find it quite challenging, but it was really very interesting.
I'm sure that you had a really, face real difficult times there. So, how
Yeah,
did
but
you feel
I
there?
did.
It was,
Yeah, it was a little bit, I couldn't show it. I hopefully I didn't show it to my students, that they from the to get how to get away from the astonishment, and converted it to the lesson plan for the 85 students. And that was too quick, but I could be alert at the say on the spot, and I could manage it somehow. And I still have these students on my social network account, and they were
very,
so
very
grateful
nice.
and happy for the lesson, and I was really very happy.
Great.
You
Wonderful.
know.
And also it was a really great moment for you probably to manage it
Yeah,
over there, successfully
absolutely.
completed the the workshop. Great.
Yeah,
Thank you very much,
thank you.
Sayana, for
My
sharing
pleasure.
that moment with us. And the we sometimes as a teachers we face difficulties, the creating a student-centered lessons or classrooms, really, in some situations, of course. And what strategies do you suggest for creating a student-centered classroom environment that promotes active language learning? Teachers sometimes face real difficulties in this situation. So what are your suggestions?
Thank you very much for a very interesting question. Yes, I do advise and I strongly recommend pair work and group work. Because it evokes interest in students, and it dramatically reduces the amount of speaking time for every student, and also it makes and it creates comfortable and confident atmosphere for students, and also it enhances their speaking, and at the same time it allows them to work individually or in pairs and with group, and independently, and interact with each other. Before, of course, open class feedback, I strongly recommend, I
Mm-hmm.
always do it in my classes, pair work and maybe sometimes group work that could be counted as one of the
One of them.
significant
Mm-hmm.
student-centered, yes, classroom techniques.
I see.
Yeah,
That's really good points that you mentioned here. Thank you. Thank you very much,
my
Sayana.
pleasure.
Would you like to add anything else, or can I move to another
Yeah,
question?
you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, it's really, we are in technological era, and we really face or difficult times sometimes to catch it up, to follow it, the developments or about new technology. But how do you stay updated with the latest developments and trends, especially in education or maybe the general?
Yeah, well, actually, I'm actually very enthusiastic and curious about my field as well as a ELT teacher and as a psycholinguist. So I'm writing articles, trying to catch up the new trend in our field by this way, and in foreign language education, or writing at the same time,
Uh-huh.
writing and following new trends, pioneering journals and publishing make me keep myself updated as well. And I also attend some courses, seminars, trainings all over the world, like participating in some conferences. So it helps. It's incredibly helpful in order to be updated and to catch up new trends.
Mm-hmm. I see. That's
Mhm.
really important. I totally
Yeah.
agree with you to follow the new trends. I mean, like the joining the new webinars or seminars, or the attending the conferences or following the other people about
And
the new
yeah.
technologies.
And
Yes.
the more you are involved in this field, and the more you
Uh-huh.
can feel that you are growing day by day, because we are, as a human being, it's our innate part of like to be able and to want to learn and to grow, to create our better self, and always to set our goals high and targets very high in order to achieve and to obtain our attainments successfully. We need to
Mm-hmm.
catch up with new trends. Absolutely.
I see. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Sayana.
Mhm.
Okay, so my next question is this. In your opinion, for you, what is the most, rewarding aspect of teaching teachers and helping them improve their skills in English language interaction?
Uh, I think for those who love their position, like profession,
Mm-hmm.
uh, it's the one of the most rewarding aspect, and it's vital to be to love what you do. And as I mentioned before, it's
That's important, yes.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's invaluable asset in our position profession.
Mm-hmm. I see. Okay. Thank you very much. And in our field, there are lots of the new teachers, and they've just started their career new. So for them, what advice would you give to new or aspiring English language teachers who are just the starting their teaching careers? What kind of things they will face, or what kind of things they will see or have to do in this field?
Yes, okay. Right now when I listen to your question, I just wanted to say something. Never stop learning. Never
Mm-hmm.
stop learning. The best way of teaching is rooted of learning and exploring. And at the same time, on the other hand, I wanted to say this. Uh, while I was doing my CELTA, our trainers always taught us try always to compile all the rules up to the Cambridge criteria, strategies, techniques, and tips like golden tips, but always also try to be as creative as you can. As
Mm-hmm.
creative as
That's
you
important.
can.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because as some drawbacks of the, for example, as I mentioned in the beginning, you can prepare your lesson plan for this amount of student, and later on you can come across with something different. And as you are being creative, the more you are creative, the more you can solve the problems and be initiator and be enthusiastic and be curious about what you are doing.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Yeah,
The points are really good that you mentioned here. Thank you, Sayana. Thank you about
my
them,
pleasure.
about this aspiring for the new teachers. Okay, the time flies, Sayana, and years also flies. And you know, maybe one day will come and we will have to do different jobs. But what about you? How do you see yourself in 10 years? And will you still be a teacher or trainer, or would you try another job?
Um, no, I don't
No,
think.
okay.
Definitely, yeah, I definitely would be doing the same job with more
Uh-huh.
experiences and knowledge surrounded by my enthusiasm and initiatives. I really love and I'm really passionate about what I do. I love teaching very much,
Yes, me.
and I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty much happy. And but I really can't tell what's the upcoming future brings for me, but for now, I'm super happy with this, what I'm doing.
Yeah, great. It's really nice that to have you. I was super happy, just like that I do, because that we are teachers and we should really love the job that we are doing right now. If you don't
Absolutely.
love to teaching, or if you don't love the our job, so it's really it's not easy for us to do it. It's like a horrible thing for us maybe if we don't love it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Mhm.
You know, there are times, in our life that we face real difficulties, and at that time, sometimes we say it's like, "Oh, I wish I could have that power, so I could easily solve this," or "I wish I could that power, and so I could easily solve this." But when you think about this into our classroom, if you could have one
Mm.
superpower to use it in the classroom, what would it be, and how would it help you?
Oh, interesting question.
Yes.
Thank you very much. So, I guess I would love to have flash forward power,
Oh,
superpower, to show
nice.
my students how they have improved, how they have started, and how they are right now. And I think this flash power, superpower, uh, will be the good choice and option in order to show my students that how with their patience and with their resilience, with their devotion, they have come to this level
I
now.
see. It's
Mhm.
really nice and
And
it's really
it can,
interesting superpower.
I'm pretty sure that it will motivate them to work hard and harder to learn and not to surrender, maybe
I see.
flash power, yes.
Right, but it's really nice superpower to have it. So
Yeah,
we know that at the
flash
first
forward
day,
power.
definitely at the first day of your lesson, you can, show some, the great times to your students, and then they can, they start like crazy. Oh, I'm gonna be like this. Oh, yes, you are going to be like that. So start working now. It's really
Yeah.
nice. Definitely it works. You know, about my next question is about the education system. The in every country they have different education system. I'm sure that your country also have different education system. In our country have different education system. But when you think about where you are right now, I think you're in Turkey, and what would you like to change in our education system?
I I think the
Ah,
mindset, yes, the mindset, not only in our country, in Turkey or in Azerbaijan or in other different countries, just a mindset. I would try to make students to feel that these are life-based issues,
mm-hmm,
and subjects, not the lessons, to be assessed in the exam. For currently, what I observe and come across with, all students are trying to they try to follow and compile the attendance
mm-hmm,
requirement, and or maybe for the sake of the exam, just not for themselves, in order to create their better self, and in order to be promoted, I don't know, just to achieve huge success and achieve great
I see.
achievements. They just focus on this kind of thing. So I would like to change mindset, maybe.
It's a really
Yeah,
great point
yeah.
that you mentioned. Thank you, Sayana. And I just want to remind something to our audiences. If you have any questions to Sayana, you can write them. There's a question part. You can write your questions there, so I can divert her to your questions to her. And baby, by the way, there are lots of the comments. If I hope you see them while you are talking. It's really nice comments that you're getting.
Yeah.
From our audiences.
Thank you
Nice.
very much
Okay.
for giving me this opportunity to participate and to be in the live session.
It's
Yeah.
nice, really. Thank you. You're
Yeah.
welcome anytime, Sayana. You know, let's move to another question. You know, we there are new generation teachers, maybe we can say, and the old generation teachers, we can say. So when you think about them, do you think the new generation teachers make it easier to get in touch with the students? How do you see their relations with them?
Uh, so you mean what are the differences between new
No, no, no. I
generation
mean,
and
like, then maybe we can talk about the new generation teachers. Which one you like? It's up to you.
okay. So, except there is no generation gap between them and the students. So they have started, they can be counted as fresh teachers. And this may create a wonderful, sometimes it can create a wall between them with like fresh teachers and students, but sometimes it can create a warm environment for students. But always teachers should have and should keep it in balance. They should have this like not so friendly, but at this they should be able to keep it in balance. It's from
I
my
see.
own perspective. However, this may turn out that to be disadvantage of sometimes drawback of the fresh teachers with the students.
I see. Thank you. Thank you very much for the, the ideas about it. So my question again related with them. So when you compare the time of yours and the new generation with their alternatives and facilities in terms of learning a foreign language, what can you see? What are the differences, and what would you like to say about it?
Oh, well, I would say that this new generation are luckier than we
Definitely.
used to be. Yes, because they have vast majority of opportunities, like all technology, all everything, that they have accessibility to everything. And they have huge countless materials, options, listening scripts for with the foreign teachers. So I consider them as the luckiest one. They are luckier than we used to be. We didn't have this kind of opportunities.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah,
Much more lucky than us. I
yeah,
see. Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you very much, Sayana. By the way, there's just two questions left. All right. Time flies. Okay, so think that we finished our live session, Sayana, and you go outside and find a lottery ticket that ends up winning $10 million.
Oh,
What would you do? It's a huge money and big money.
yes. Okay. So when I was a student, and if I'm not mistaken, junior or senior student, I organized organization.
Mm-hmm.
And I was leading youth organization. I used to have this youth organization. I was the director of the youth organization, and we could organize and some events, charity events, some different programs and activities. And I would like to partially to spend this money for, maybe I would like to create it again. I don't know, maybe, but I would like to spend this money for scholarship,
Nice. Mm-hmm.
giving scholarship to youth who is in need. But some of them I would like to travel.
Yeah, you should.
Yes.
Definitely, you should
Yeah.
save some of them for yourself.
Yeah.
Definitely to travel.
Yeah.
Do you have any place that you would like to go?
I
You have a dream place
actually,
or?
yes, I have been to different places, but I haven't been much in Asia. So I would like to travel and explore
Ah,
Asia more.
mm-hmm.
I have been to some countries in Asia, but I would like to explore and travel and
More.
to
Mm-hmm.
see sunrise and to meet sunrise and sunset over there.
Ah, I see. Thank you. I
Yeah.
hope I hope you will make your dreams come true as soon as possible.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Yeah.
Inshallah,
Okay.
yeah.
So yes, so here I'm gonna ask you my last question, Are you ready for it? The most
Yes.
difficult one. Yes.
Okay.
Here is it. What is your motto?
Okay, throughout my life, actually, my mottos has changed. Mottos,
Oh,
they have all, yes, my mottos have changed. And in the early beginning of my high school, I had this motto: always hard work pays off. Later
ah,
on, yes, I found myself digging into and diving into and deeper in subconscious mind and all this affirmation and this doing yoga and doing this kind of things.
mm-hmm.
So I changed my motto: not hard work pays off. So from now on, No, just I was kidding, but to tell the truth, yes, it was real fact. And right now, my motto is spread love. The more you spread love and choose love, the more you get it. And so we
Mm-hmm.
need to love our nature, we need to love our people, we need to love animals, we need to love plants, everything what we can see, and we need to approach to everything with love.
I
If we
see.
spread love, and we can change everything. I do believe, and I strongly believe in this one.
It's great. Thank
No.
you. Thank you for these lovely mottos. Three mottos we had, by the way. Definitely. Three
Yeah,
mottos. Thank you. Thank you very much, Sayana.
my
Okay.
pleasure.
And Sayana, that's all my questions, and I've ended them. So before ending our live sessions, would you like to say anything else or
Just
add?
yeah, thank you very much. I would like to extend my gratitude. I was really happy and I enjoyed this session, and all applause goes on you. Thank you very much again, and spread love.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much, Sayana. And I would like to say also, thank you very much one more time for being with us and sharing your ideas, your suggestions, and your advice. And also, the most important thing is your time. You spend your time with us here. That was really
You're
great. Thank you. Thank you very
most
much.
welcome.
And Associate Professor Dr. Sayana Movsum was with us tonight with Teacher Talks 146, and we had a fruitful session with her. And we are going to be here and next week on the same day at the same time as every Monday at 9 p.m. So until the next time, please take care of yourselves. Take care of yourself, Sayana, and
Thank you
wherever
very much.
you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And until the next time, bye bye, everybody. Bye bye,
Bye
Sayana,
bye.
and
Thank
peace.
you very much. Thank you very
You're
much. Bye
welcome.
bye.